Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the farmstead. Today we're going to do a process that has several different names. Could be dressing garlic, trimming garlic, cleaning garlic, or processing garlic. And you can see by the thumbnail and the title of this video, we've decided to go with dressing garlic. You can see some right here beside me, some behind me right there, and then there's a few right back here on this rack behind me because back on November 9th of 2025, yes, that's been a while ago, we planted 3 different kinds of variety, and those are Enchilium red, German white, and elephant garlic. All the seed cloves came from Hoss, and they came in different quantities, and you'll see here the German white right there is more in quantity than the Enchilium red here, that is more in quantity than the elephant garlic back there. Why, I don't know. It is what it is. So obviously the highest return is going to be on the German white, then the Enchilium red, followed by the elephant garlic. And we were pleased with all 3 of them. You know, they overwintered. And we had some cold this past winter, so they went through it like a champ. And this is our first year of really growing garlic in the quantity that we grew it. So we've never put up garlic before. It's just always been like 1 or 2, and then we immediately, Jackie used the cloves and some recipes and stuff like that. But our goal this year is going to be turn some into a powder. That way we can put it up on the shelf and use it for recipes all throughout the year. And if we find some that we may want to make seed garlic from, we may save some for that. Being an affiliate of Hoss, that's those things that sometimes we get things free, sometimes we get things at a discounted price. Time will tell over that. So, as I said, we planted it on November 9th, 2025, and we harvested it on May 8th, 2026. That's November, that's 5, that's, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 1 day short of 6 months. And they've been sitting here under the shelter since May 8th. Life has got busy for us, and we should have had this process done a month ago. Should have had it done on June 8th, and I'm actually filming this on June the 27th. So we're a good 2.5 weeks behind on this whole process here, because it only takes garlic 2 to 4 weeks to cure, as they call it, depending on your storage conditions. Of course, you can see it's outside, it's under the shelter, plenty of wind blows through here to give it a breeze to dry out. You can actually see the fan blowing back there. There's days that we turn that on, just to get a breeze going across here under the shelter right here. So there's usually 4 steps to this, and the first one is to clean the bulbs, and you can just gently do that by just taking your paper towel or your paintbrush. And I really don't like this step first, so even though that's some of the process, the way the process is written down, as I said, I don't like that. So I think first what I'm going to do is trim the roots off of it, because you can see this is dry. So I'm just going to cut it a 1/2 inch or so up above it, and I've got me a trash bucket right here to throw the trash in. See right here on the bottom, it just needs a haircut. Jackie's, that one just pulled off. See, I'm just gently pulling it off. And this one is not that dirty, so another step would be to just brush any excess dirt off. But this has been out here so long, most of the dirt has dried and fell off, so I really don't have to do any brushing to it. And then step 4 would be to segregate any that you want to keep for future seed growth, and that needs to be your big cloves. You definitely don't want to do this small one. You can see the difference in the sizes right here. This would be one, if you're going to keep seed, you want to use this big one, not this little one right here. So Again, just drop my cutters right here. Again, we're just going to cut it off, and this is the Enchilium red that we're doing right here. Like I say, I just giving it a haircut. I'm just twisting and pulling the root. I want to be careful not to take off any of the outside skin at this moment in time. So that's the 3 steps. Again, with the 4th being, if you're going to segregate it for seeds. So I'm going to put y'all on time lapse and get all this done, because this is going to take me a little bit. Get done with the Enchilium red, then I'll come back and I'll show you that harvest, and then we'll get started on the German white. Okay, here's the Enchilium red, and we're gonna store it in these mesh bags that we got from Hoss, and I don't know how many clothes are. I'll do a clothes count at the end. So let's get started on the German white. And you can see, since these have been here drying, they just continued growing right here. So let me get these moved around, and let's get these processed. Okay, there's the German white. Now let's get down here to the elephant garlic, which I said wasn't very much, so it's only going to take just a second or two to get that done. So this is only just a few pieces, so I might as well just talk to you instead of trying to time lapse this. And she must have already give the elephant garlic and the German white what I'm going to call a haircut, because you saw in that last time lapse I didn't have to hardly pull anything, and you can see on this one there's the roots is already gone. Now this is a huge elephant garlic right here. This one here's the same way. So size wise, the elephant garlic was outdone everything else, and that's why it had less of a quantity, because I guess they packed it by weight, and obviously because the cloves were that much bigger, it weighed more. I don't remember exactly how they sold it. You can actually see on this one, it actually started regrowing. We left it in the dirt a little bit too long. So that's all there was. Those 4 cloves we planted, obviously multiplied by, see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 in this one, so done pretty good there. So that's the biggest, and that is the smallest elephant garlic, and the smallest elephant garlic is bigger than any of the German white or Enchilium red. So I guess it really depends on what you're doing with it. Now, as far as taste wise, I don't know if there's any difference in taste between the 3 or not. I've never really been a garlic fan as far as eating garlic. Most of mine would just be using powder, and I don't know what they make garlic powder from, what type they use. So I've got these 3 done. Let me get with Jackie and see how she wants me to do these. Does she want me to go ahead and put them in the bags or like that? So I'll be back in just a few to see how we're going to close this video out. So I'll be right back. So here we've got them hanging on the wall right here, so that way they still get a breeze. It's daylight under here, but they won't get direct sunlight. So just from left to right, we have them alphabetical order: the elephant garlic, the German white, and then the Enchilium red. So we're not going to make powder in this video because I don't want to make the I just got to where I don't like make my videos too long. I want people to watch the whole video and not get tired and cut it off. But I am going to do a new closing just by asking you that if you enjoyed today's video, that I hope that you give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, because each and every one of those little things, you know, help our little channel grow. And also that if you're watching on your cell phone and you see that hype button, give us a hype, because that helps us grow as well. And none of that costs you anything. You know, I pimp a lot of stuff, affiliate with a lot of stuff, but the like, share, subscribe, and hype doesn't cost you a dime. So it just helps us get put out there for other folks that enjoy gardening, homesteading, and just plain out country living. But as always, you know, I thank each and every one of you for being part of our R W Farmstead family. So until we get back together, God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe, and remember to grow what you eat and eat what you grow.